Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I believe in this episode I said that we were going to focus a lot on farming and plumbing and all that nonsense, which I think we only need... Oh no, yeah, we need a little bit of sanitation involved. And we needed the water, the plumbing research, but we have that. So I'm going to figure out a way for the little duplicants to get in here. I'm thinking I'll just bring the ladder down. I could just tear down this wall and then add a ladder, but then they'd have to like crawl over it and there's a chance that the water might spill into this area. So I'm just gonna have them dig right here. I think that'll be fine. So let's set that up and wait for them to start working on it. They could take their sweet time doing this. Cool. Let's just add that over there. They already did the intermediate research, so now they only have to work on that. I've never added more than one of these research stations. I wonder if it would actually increase the amount of research they did, like if two people could work on it at once. I imagine that they could, but I've never done it before, and I guess I could do it, but I never tend to use these research stations after everything gets researched, which is pretty soon, because there's not, at least at this point in time, there's not a whole lot to research. I assume they're going to expand out these tech trees, but right now there's not a whole ton of stuff, so they finish it pretty early on. Like, I don't know how many cycles exactly, but they do finish it really early, and then these buildings kind of become obsolete. So I'm just gonna leave it at 1 for right now. I'm gonna build a place for a pump to go. I'm gonna actually build it a little bit. Should I build it? Not over there. I'm gonna build it underground a little bit, so that way all of the water flows into this area. Because I'm not sure if that ends up working out any better, but I've noticed if I put pumps on the ground level like this, all the water kind of pools around this area. But if I dig down, all of the water goes into this pit, so that way there's not any wasted water and the pump picks it up immediately, because it's always in the deepest area. So let me just do that. Just add this pump in here. I think they can get in here and build it without drowning, but I'm gonna watch just to make sure, because I would totally hate if they drowned. Actually, I don't want it there. Can I cancel? Can I cancel all of that? Where's the liquid? Oh, I did cancel it. Okay, we're good. Oh yeah, it takes a lot of breath, doesn't it, to build that? So let's have this go above. Yeah, they didn't die building that. Hopefully they won't die building the pipes either. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have a pump that goes from this area and this area where the lavatories are and where the fertilizer is. Fertilizer maker will be. Anyway, it'll go over here, it'll jump over this pipe so it doesn't contaminate it and go straight to the farms. And this pipe will go up, and I think I'll deliver the water from above, the clean water, because the toilets do need clean water. I think that works out fine. We also are going to need some power. So let me just drag that down underwater where it's the safest place for power to be. Oh, I really wonder if they could reach that without, like, jumping into this hole and dying. I think they can. No, I think they can only jump over, like, 1 block. So if they jump down into this pump area, they would probably die. Now they're good. Cool. And I think we just finished the research. I'm gonna set something else up just so we're not wasting time. What is a good thing to have? This is oxygen, so let's get better oxygen production. I tried something, and I think it might be in the outro scene, where there's this one oxygen producing thing over here, the electrolyzer, which produces oxygen and hydrogen. So I had some air pumps in a room with those, and what would happen is the electrolyzer would produce oxygen and hydrogen, the air pumps would pump it out of that room, they would send the oxygen to the rest of the colony, and then they would send the hydrogen to some hydrogen tanks that converted it into power. The problem that I saw with that, though, is the oxygen is incredibly hard to move throughout the entire colony. There's just not enough of it for it to be useful. So I might use that system to generate hydrogen power, but I don't think it's a good idea to just produce oxygen using that. But I'm not sure of a better way, because this stuff always requires algae, which is a non-renewable resource as far as I'm concerned. At some point you can convert slime into algae, So it's not, we're not going to run out of it immediately, but there has to be a better system, I know. Let me deconstruct these two, which they're not going to do until they wake up. And then in their place, we'll build 2 lavatories, and I hope they don't wet themselves before these are, the lavatories are reconstructed. Let's just build that immediately. Don't wet yourself, guys. And it would have been better if the clean water came from the bottom, but the way this is working out, it would be easier if the polluted water just came all the way through here. So let me just pour that clean water into here. And then the polluted water will go out here. What I'd like to do is have a little pit where I store the polluted water. And I might do that maybe somewhere over here. And that way, it's all in one area, so it's not just stuck in the pipes. It's sort of like a buffer area before it goes to everything. I want to do that, but I normally, in the systems I have I have toilets, then space, then the farms. I'm going to, for right now though, immediately transport it to the farms. Use that little pipe, because it's just so close, and I feel like it would take a lot of time to build that little area to handle all of this polluted water. So let's see how this works. I need someone to actually use the restroom for this polluted water to happen. Oh, there they go. Immediately. Oh, but the polluted water is going to get stuck in here. Or it may not leave. Yep. Or it did. Okay, so this'll help. Now let's actually set up the farm with some mealwood seeds. Cool. We also have these. I think these require actual water, though. Yeah, they require regular water. And we can build those at some point, but these ones just produce a lot of food, and they take away our polluted water, which I'd like, because it's a little bit messy. It's unlike regular water, where you can just pump it out at your leisure. The polluted water just comes whenever anyone uses the restroom or the showers, so it's simpler to have plants that use it. Let's fill up all of those, and this. Okay, so you can't cook, you can't dig, and you can't cook. I think we have one person who can't dig already, and I don't think that's good. This person requires a very little decor to be satisfied, but she's also destructive, or she. She's also destructive. She has a lot more skills, but she's not as accomplished in them as... Well, she is, actually. I think you're slightly more accomplished. She has cooking, digging, learning, a lot of creativity, which isn't really necessary, and tinkering. This person is construction, which is good, and cooking, which is good, but really don't care about creativity. I'm just gonna get her for right now, because I think that's more necessary. And then let's get working on that disgusting pit. We're not gonna create any more polluted dirt for right now because we don't have the toilets. But I'm gonna keep the compost bin just because it's working on the old polluted dirt. And then I think I'll make another room. I can make a room below it, actually. Oh, you know, there's already a pit. Psh, we don't have to work. Let's have them just craft a wall there. I'm gonna bring down the ladder. Oh good, I thought they were gonna have to go underwater to do that. I want to bring down the ladder, but I didn't want to spill water everywhere. And we could just use that as our pit, and it'll be great. So let's do that. Dig out an average-sized room. Should be about this big. And then we could probably add... What did I... Oh, harvest. And then we could add, I guess, ladders in here. This is going to be difficult because, as you can see, it's producing a lot of polluted oxygen, which is also in this room. Which is why I want airlocks and everything. I don't want people to... I don't want this air to spread. It's pretty easy to get rid of polluted oxygen, and I might add it in here. The thing for it, which is... It's in refinement. This, no, not in refinement. A water purifier, this thing. We don't have it yet, but that produces, it cleans out the air with sand. It says a filtration map, or filtration substance. Medium, there it is. It's always sand. What should we do next? You know, where's that? Are these the gas permeable? Oh no, we already have gas permeable tiles. Power. Yeah, let's get better power. That's a good idea. Okay, and let me put a ladder down here. Because I really want to end up using that little pit of disgustingness. That's a fun job, isn't it? So apparently the duplicants get sick when they breathe in the polluted oxygen, which now has escaped a little bit. That should be the next... Yeah, that's actually going to be the next thing to research, something to clean this out. I've never had them get sick before, though, so I don't know how big of an issue it actually is. How did water get in here? Oh, they're cold. Let's have them... We have enough water right now, and this is kind of upsetting them, so let's just mop it all up. Oh no, they can jump 2 blocks. Oh, that's good. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me add floor right there. I don't want to make the room too big. There's no need for that. So it'll be over here, and then... I don't know what to do with this room, but now there's a lot of... Oh, you know, because the slime's exposed, and that produces polluted oxygen, I believe. So, this whole place is a little bit gross. Let's just put an airlock on there that'll contain most of it, and since this whole room's already gross... Oh, what happened? That wasn't supposed to fall out. Let's just put high priority on that. Let's not have all of the water spill out. Somebody? I mean, you could, because, like, you have the ability to. I mean, we're losing, like, our only water supply over here. So, you know, if you just wanna... Okay, they're good. I don't know why I kept saying that after they did it. Anyway, See, before I mopped it, because that was only a tiny amount of water. But now it's a large amount of water that they just let spill into here. That's not cool. That's just like all the water. I guess we can mop it. That's not what I wanted to do. But I suppose we could. We have a food shortage. Oh, we are kind of approaching a food shortage. Okay, so I'm not sure where to put it, but we can make the little thing that produces food. This is where electricity's gonna be. How about right above here? Yeah, that's a good place. So let's have them build this. And then we'll just dig out a nice little... I thought I clicked on that. And then we'll dig out a nice little area right here. I guess this is good. This will probably fit as many of those food thingies as we need. What are they called? They're called something. Food. Oh, that's what they're... Yeah, microbe mushers. Yeah, we can fit a couple of those in here side to side. We're also going to need cooking station. Well, we don't need them, but we could use them. This is probably going to get expanded. I might just put microbe mushers in here and put a cooking station somewhere near here, but not here, because I didn't plan out the space too well. But that's the idea. So this is going to help our immediate food problem. Let's just tell them to work on this, because this is... Did I not? I swear my buttons aren't working. Because this is a little bit of a concern that they're not going to have food soon. Do we have beds for everybody? We have 6 duplicants and 6 beds, so we're good for right now. How's oxygen going? Not so good in here. It's pretty easy to fix that, though. I'll put a tile down here, and then, I'm thinking one of these just sitting over here. I mean, we could also use, is this carbon dioxide? Is it? Right here. Carbon dioxide, yeah. So we might use just the algae terrarium. Yeah, because it won't, I don't think these require power, and we don't have power in this area. I mean, it would be easy to just drop the power down, but it'll also take up some of the carbon dioxide. The bad thing is it might not produce as much oxygen, so I might have a similar setup where we have one of these and the algae deoxidizer. I'm not sure. But yeah, these plants aren't going to grow well because they don't have... Oh, it says it does have ideal air pressure, but it says it doesn't have irrigation, and I wonder why that is. Oh, they're not producing enough. Okay. Well, we can fix that partly. Oh, it's just gonna mix? I'm not okay with that, actually. I want my polluted water to be polluted. That's a lot of water that's just clean on top of my polluted water. Oh well. I mean, that's gonna cause problems in the end, but for right now it's alright. I'm pretty sure you can mop water, for what it's worth. Can I? No, it has to be right on top of something. Normally polluted water sinks down, and I'm normally trying to get rid of polluted water, so I just like mop the bottom floor of these and it gets rid of it. So this is gonna eventually start pumping out clean water into the place where I want polluted water, which is a mild concern. But like I said, for right now it's not a huge problem. So let's just drag the pipe through here, and then all the way up through here, and then it can connect to those toilets. This will also connect to some showers, and then it'll work both ways, I think. See, what I normally do is it goes toilets, output into a pipe that puts it into a pit like this, and then this sucks it up and brings it back to water plants and stuff. It's a little bit of a weird setup just because of where everything's located, so I might end up changing this. Yeah, I think I might actually. Not right now, just because everything seems to be working as it currently is, but I might end up like adding another layer of pipe, and so toilets will exit, they'll bring it down into here, and then just output into this lake full of polluted water, and then the pump will bring it up through a different area, maybe this ladder over here, and then bring it to the farms and the fertilizer thing and everything that needs it. But that's for later. For right now, this seems to be working, or at least it should work. So let me just drag this power up through here. It'll go up the ladder, I guess. Doesn't really matter. It's just gonna require a lot of building material. And I think that works out fine. So let's add a tile on top of that, because I noticed that was missing. And we're getting some people who are starting to get a little bit stressed. I wouldn't worry too much about 23% stress, but it's not excellent. Oh right, I wanted the air purifier. Is that here? No. Oh wait, we have it. It's in sanitation. I wonder why I didn't see that before. Yeah, let me clean that. Let me clean out this air. It should be in refinement. Wait, requires... oh, filtration. Okay, I just did that, but I'm curious here, because filtration doesn't say... I don't know why. It says that it only needs liquid piping to do that, but I guess it also needs filtration. So, I'll just research that, or both of them will research that, and then we'll be able to fix this before it spreads through the entire colony, because this is a little bit gross. Do we have all the materials we need? I think so. The only thing we're missing is, oh, food. Oh, they're gonna start starving. Right. Okay. We can stop them from starving. Let me just... oh god, I hope nobody starves because I didn't notice that the food went down and forgot to put the microbe pusher. Or microbe musher. So let me just... let's just have everybody create this thingy right here. Super important, you guys. I might end up making another one depending on how quickly they can produce food out of this. Come on. Come on, it's for the sake of the colony. What is producing grossness? Okay. And then high priority. What is producing all the polluted oxygen? Let me dig this out over here, dig this out over here. Something's doing it. I don't know what is. I guess the compost heap isn't working. I don't know. It looks like it's coming out of here, but I think it's something behind here that's just producing all this disgusting oxygen. Let me put another storage compactor so they have more space to put stuff down. Maybe they can clean it. Come on. Oh, somebody... oh, did 2 people starve already? Oh, they're currently starving. I hope they don't starve. Oh, thank you. Okay, because I was playing Banished earlier, and all the people who were starving, they were like the last people to end up getting food. Everybody else got their food before the starving people, and the starving people ended up dying even though we had food. Which was annoying. Okay, okay, we're at a food shortage, but everyone has the food they need, I think, now. It doesn't say anyone's starving anymore. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess we sort of got the system-ish up and running. In the next episode, we're going to deal with all this polluted oxygen, which is causing a problem, and probably work on this food shortage more, because I think that's becoming a little bit of an issue. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!